Show me warning device.
Okay, sir. I show you the warning device. First, I need to start the truck, make the pressure. So pressure is more than 100. So I have to fan the brakes to activate warning device. So warning device is activate on 60 psi, which is more than 55 psi. So warning device is working good condition. If the warning device is not activate, that's a major defect. If warning device activate below 55 psi, that is a major defect. So my warning device test is passed.
Air pressure build-up time.
Okay, sir, I show you air pressure build-up time. So I have to fan the brake not less than 80 psi. So my pressure is now 80 psi. So I will start the watch on 85 psi. So now I start the watch. Done. 85 to 100 psi pressure build-up rate in less than 2 minutes. It's only 15 seconds. So my air pressure build-up test is passed. So it's a minor defect. If pressure build-up time more than 2 minutes, that is a minor defect. So my test is passed.
Okay. Show me the governor operation.
Okay, sir, now I show you the governor operation. First I show you the cutout pressure. So I'm making maximum pressure. My gauges are stuck, so I have to little fan the gauges. Again I give the accelerator. My gauges are moving up now. Maximum pressure is 125 psi, which is less than 145 psi. So now I again fan the brake not less than 100 psi. Now I again build up the pressure. My gauges are moving up, which means my cut-in pressure is working good condition. Governor test is passed. So it's a minor is if the governor cutout pressure is not between 120 to 145 psi, that is a minor defect. If the governor cut-in pressure below 100 psi, that is also minor defect.
Show me air leak test.
Okay, sir. Now I show you the air leak test. So first I make sure my wheels are blocked. My wheels are blocked. Pressure is more than 90. Now I release the tractor and trailer valve. So my pressure is less than 100. So I am again making pressure. pressure more than 100. I have maximum pressure. Now I shut down the truck. Now ignition is on. So I press the brake for 1 minute. I press the brake. Now I start the watch. I am watching the gauges. My gauges are still not moving. There should be no air leak more than 4 psi in 1 minute. "30 seconds are done. So 1 minute is done. I release the brake pedal. My gauges are still not moving. Not move. It means no air pressure leak in more than 4 psi in 1 minute. So air leak test is done. So if the air leak more than 4 psi in 1 minute, that is a major defect. If air leak exceeds the limit, that is a major defect. So my test is passed.
Show me tractor protection valve.
Okay sir, now I show you the tractor protection valve. So my pressure is down. I have to first make the pressure more than 100 psi. Pressure is more than 90 psi. It's more than 100 psi. So I release the tractor valve. So I have to leave the trailer valve open. First I shut down the truck. Ignition switch is on. So now I have to go to the outside and disconnect both air lines. So first I disconnected red. So here is a no air leak from these both airlines. So I have to put it here where I can watch from the mirror. So again I have to go inside the truck. I disconnected both lines. I can see from the side mirror. So there is a no air leak until I press the trailer valve. So now I release the trailer valve, which is a red supply valve. So air releasing from red airline. So trailer valve should come out before 20 psi. I am losing air now. My gauges are going down. Yeah, trailer valve come out at 80 psi, which is more than 20 psi. Now I have to again start the truck and make the pressure more than 90. Pressure is more than 100 now. Now I shut down the truck. I have to on the switch. Now I press the service brake. Now I press the foot brake. There is no air leak from blue service line, which means my protection valve is still good working. If air is leaking from trailer service line, that is a major defect. If trailer supply valve close below 20 psi, that is a major defect. So my test is protection valve test is pass. So now I'm going to outside to connect the both lines. Both lines are connected, so my test is done.
Test automatic trailer spring brake.
Okay, so now I show you the trailer spring brake test. First, I have to release the trailer supply valve. I have to wait until fully release the brakes. My trailer brakes are fully released. Now I apply the trailer valve. Air exhaust from back, which means my trailer spring brake is working good condition. Defect is if trailer spring brake does not apply, that is a major defect.
Show me the tug test.
Okay. Okay sir, now I show you the tug test. First I check the brakes. Now I'm going to outside remove the wheel blocks. I remove the wheel blocks. First I apply the seat belt. I adjust my seat. I put in the low gear. First I will check the tractor brake. So I release the trailer supply valve. So my tractor brake is applied. My tractor is not moving. It means my tractor brake is working good condition. Now I check the trailer brakes. I apply the trailer valve, release the tractor brakes. So again, so my trailer spring brakes are working good condition. Now I check the service brake. I release both brakes. So I move the truck for 2-3 feet. So my foot brake is working good condition. If I have the hand brakes, I have to check again, same like another brakes, the hand brakes. Brake test is done. If any of brake does not work properly, that is a major defect.
Show me the push rod travel test, brake adjustment.
Okay, sir. First I have to go out to apply the wheel blocks. I apply the wheel blocks. I have to release the brakes. Sir, which brake chamber you want me to measure?
Front left.
Front left. So I have to turn the steering to left side. My air pressure is less than 100, so I have to keep in 90 to 100. First I have to make more than 100. Now pressure is more than under. Now I shut down the truck. Now I'm going to outside to mark the push rod. First I have to open the hood. So I'll mark the push rod here. Yeah. Then I'm going to inside to apply the brake buddy. So I apply the brake buddy. So my pressure is between now 90 to 100. So I measure the push rod. Push rod travel is 1.5 inch, 1 2/4. So front brake chamber is standard size type 20. Push rod can travel maximum 1 3/4, and the rear brake chamber type 30 standard size. Push rod can travel maximum 2 inches. All same axle, no difference more than 1/4 inch. If the push rod exceed the limit, that is a major difference. Now I remove the brake buddy. Brake adjustment test is passed.